Welcome back. Listen, our next guest is a network marketing coach, conference speaker, writer, motivator, mentor, business strategist, and soon to be author. I don't know, she might even be an author about 5 books by the time I finish this bio. My bad. Hey, welcome to the show, Coach Angela Mitchell. Angela, welcome to the show. Yeah.
I'm excited about being here. I'm doing fantastic. Doing great.
Hey, Coach, you are also the founder and CEO of Next Level Services. Tell us a little bit about your company and what type of services do you provide?
Well, I will tell you, I am, if I can give a little bit about my background, I have about 13 years in the IT industry. I call it trapped in a cube, and a single mom just wanting to, do something different. Always, every year, you know how everybody have those New Year's resolutions where they're going to do something different, something on the inside of them. It's like, well, I should be doing something different. I want to be doing something different. And I always had plans, but never really executing them, always writing things out and planning to do, as many people do. And I one day had to wake up out of that coma and realize that my dreams were not going to become reality until I started acting upon the things that I had written down on paper. And I wrote down about Next Level Services, to be honest, had to be about 10 years ago when I first moved to Metro Atlanta. And I wrote down some things that I wanted to do to kind of help business owners, so on and so forth. But at that time, I was in IT and just kind of lost that. Wrote it out in a book, wrote it out in my notebook and, writing out in journals, how we have all those big old plans and never really executing them. And then, when the recession hit, I didn't want to be on the street, and I'll be honest, I was making a ton of money in corporate America, doing extremely well. But one thing that I did not do very well, I did not save enough money to do anything. So if I had gotten laid off, I knew that life was going to be looking really, really bad. And so I had to do something about it, if you want me to be honest. I wasn't going to wait for something to happen. I'm not that person. And so, to be honest, by mistake almost, through doing some home-based business, I found myself one day looking at that same blueprint by just kind of going through an old folder. And then I realized that what I was doing was coaching, motivating, and mentoring people. And I just kind of fit right into it, if you want me to be honest. And what I had to realize was this. I could not sit here and wait for somebody to do it. I couldn't wait for somebody to motivate me to get it done. I had to go out and execute. And then I began to talk to people, and I did a survey. And my business was kind of birthed out of a survey because I had a passion to see people succeed. And most people never knew how to turn an idea to a finished product. And so I spent pretty much my whole corporate career in IT taking someone's idea and making it a reality, and then to be a project manager doing that. And now I've turned the focus to helping people, as I say, actualize on their dreams and make things become reality, and kind of, to be honest, real talking to you, getting in their face and saying you're not doing anything. You're just talking a good talk and playing the game, but you're not sticking in and doing what it takes to be successful. Because most people think that you're just so lucky. They don't realize that there's a story behind the glory that you have. There were days when you didn't want to continue to do it. And so now I coach people and mentor them on how to, take whatever they want to do and make it real, and also helping them brand and market themselves on the Internet. I also help people, market and brand themselves. And you name it, I'm out there doing it. If I want to make a book, I write it. If I want to do a DVD, I do it. If I want a CD done, I get busy doing it. Now I'm the person that if there's an idea, I'm like, let's go, let's move. We learn as we're moving and we grow as we're moving. And so my business is just for that person who just seems to be stuck and can't get anywhere, whether it's in their business, spiritual life, or just wanting to just make some kind of progress. I am that person. I do boot camps as well, primarily focused on people that are in the home-based business industry that tend not to get any traction because what I found is people say, man, that doesn't work. And when I got my checks, I realized it worked if you know how to work it and if you begin to polish that person on the inside of you. So I began polishing her and refining who she was, getting with mentors and coaches and realizing that I had to change some things, and success leaves clues. And so I watched some successful people. I've watched people like you, see you guys doing what you do, and then I just started, walking it out. And so, I know I've said a whole lot, but I know that there are so many people out there, that want to do literally what you're doing, but they're not willing to be in what I call the refiner's fire, to be purified so that they come out as pure gold to have a show like this or to be a best-selling author. They want to be at the top without coming up the mountain. And so that's what I do. And I love motivating, mentoring, coaching people on Facebook. I do a lot of inspirational type things, teaching people, tips to just make life a little bit easier, if you want me to be honest. And I came from a very pessimistic background, so I realized that you can win if you want to, and you got to change your mindset. And so if I've said a mouthful, so I'm going to not take over your show and let you ask me some questions.